going on? Legion Nuda here playing more RuneScape Dragonwilds. Welcome to our Daily Gaming XP Grind, episode 47. And today we actually got quite a bit going on. So let's go ahead and get all these kilns started really quick here. And then once we've done this, we are going to go over an XP update as we've actually got quite a bit of progress done behind the scenes. And I think that we're growing every day closer to our ultimate goal on our XP grind. And September 9th isn't really that far away, which is going to introduce range into the game. So we're actually quite excited about this. We got a long ways to go though, right? But we're actually really excited about it. And we've made a couple decisions on where we want to go and move forward into the game. And a lot of these, I guess, don't have planks in them. So that's interesting. Not sure why that is. I literally put a lot of planks in there and they're not there. So anyway, not really a big deal. So we've done a lot. We've got rid of all our regular chests that used to be sitting here. We got rid of the 2 chests that were sitting here. We got rid of all the walls surrounding this area. And a large part of this is actually due to the fact that we plan to sort of change this entire thing. Once we reach 4 million artisan XP, we're going to be changing that a lot. So let's go ahead and go behind the scenes. 275,000 attack. So we did work on this a little bit. And we've also got woodcutting sitting at 891,000, which is phenomenal. I think because we put so much time into this, it's going to bring us closer to that 1 million range that we were trying to get to 1 million target. So we've got the 2,005,000 construction XP, runecrafting 482,000 XP. We actually worked on that, not a lot, but a little bit. Magic, we've been attacking with this a lot, trying to gather different resources to get resources for working on cooking. So that's pretty good. 4,051,000 mining, artisan 3,811,000, and cooking 186,654 XP. So what else have we been doing behind the scenes? We have been preparing to work on a lot of different things. So we actually moved a lot of our charcoal that's been completed, and now that's inside of our storage warehouse. We have been working on clearing out the forest. So looking out this way, some of these trees that look like they're here, the graphics show them as they're here, but they're actually not. So that's something I'm going to explore a little bit in this episode, what all these different things are going. And then once it gets a little bit closer to nighttime, we're actually going to be going to sleep. And then when we wake up, we can sort of just gather all the XP. So I imagine this video is going to be a little bit shorter than most of the videos that I make. But I think we're going to get to the point and it's going to be short and it's going to be sweet. So let's just sort of jump around here. Most of the trees are cut here. This actually took quite a bit of time. I'm here now. I may as well kill some of these deer. But ultimately, we've been working a lot on trying to get rid of the trees. And one, it's because it's going to change the landscape of the game, and that's really cool. Should help a little bit with loading in graphics. Not 100% sure about that, but it's going to help with a lot other things as well, as we do need to level up our woodcutting. And so we've got a lot of trees just sort of sitting everywhere too, which I don't necessarily really like. So we're eventually at some point going to have to come back here and just sort of use our splinter and collect resources, which also gives a lot of woodcutting XP doing it that way as well. So I just wanted to show you this area. So let's go jump over here. We're annihilating the forest in the game. So you can see that. And it's definitely taken time, but we've made loads of progress. So we've also got this area which we've completely annihilated except a couple trees. Look at all those rats out there. You see, this actually allows you to play the game in a little bit of a different way, because normally you'd see just a lot of trees through here and you wouldn't really be able to see all the monsters. So I think it helps a lot with line of sight issues and potentially being able to see things that you normally wouldn't have. And maybe you wouldn't invest as much time sort of exploring in this direction. Maybe you would do whatever you're trying to do there and then sort of leave the area. But this sort of opens up the possibility to seeing a lot more things that you potentially wouldn't have before, whether it's chests, if you're looking to get coarse animal fur, or other things that you can get out of the chests. So I think it can help in a lot of different ways to do it like this. Also, you really don't need this many trees lying around. I will say that I was thinking a little bit on it, and don't destroy all your trees. If you're going to do something like this, you do not want to get rid of all of them. And the reason for this is because you are going to be getting birds' nests from trees, and I think those are going to be a little bit important later. I've sort of went over that, and that's a debatable topic because I'm not 100% sure if I'm accurate and correct with that statement. But I do believe it's going to be the way. I think that's how seeds for farming are going to be introduced into the game between Garu packs, Goblin packs, and Bird's Nests. So there's no evidence on this right now, but I think it makes the most sense. So I'm trying my best to save all of them. So going over here, we really haven't worked as hard chopping down the trees over here yet. But let's see, we have spent time, I think it's over here. There's an area really close to here, but look at that. It's like a complete wipeout of the forest. I think we're doing a great job on it so far, and there's lots of progress. We've worked our way this way as well. So you can see we're actually making quite good progress on this. And right now, we're sort of just doing random skilling. Definitely getting a little bit of cooking supplies, working on magic a little bit, working on rune crafting. And but the reason mainly for this is we're just trying to wait for it to get nighttime, as we did quite a bit behind the scenes and we played a lot today. So we just want to sort of show you guys what we did. And unfortunately, my axe is broken, so I did not fix that. And I wish I had, because I would have been actually chopping more trees right now. But I think we got quite a large amount of XP behind the scenes in woodcutting, and it's just going to be a progression ultimately, just constantly working at it. And I'm trying to get my base a little bit less, so that's also why I was destroying things, is I'm trying to sort of start to reduce the different amount of things we got lying around, because it's actually going to just, I think, allow me to load into my base faster. And to be quite honest with you, I don't need 24 kilns. I think it's a little bit overkill and a little bit ridiculous. So we're trying to work on that a little bit as well. I don't think I do actually have one. So let's go ahead, and I accidentally hit the personal storage chest, I believe. And obviously, we did not want to click that. We're trying to click a woodcutting potion. So we have got an insane amount of resources building up at the base. Believe it or not, it's actually quite hysterical, because we actually have a flax chest now, where we're going to be putting all of our flax at our base. And that's never really something I thought possible, because we usually use our flax so fast. To me, I just would never think like we're going to have extra flax lying around that we're not really using. So I think it's actually really cool. And ultimately, this is what it looks like. We're just going to be grinding a ridiculous amount and grabbing all the different resources that we potentially can or possibly can, and leveling up all these different skills. With range coming to the game rather soon, I think if you were to sort of cut trees out of certain parts of the forest, I think it could help a lot with line of sight while you're leveling up range, because trees can make it a little bit difficult. Your arrows are going to hit the different trees, right? They're just going to hit trees. So it's also going to be great once range gives you XP, because I would rather carry a bow so I can shoot down all these different things that are going to be giving me XP. While I'm shooting them, I can also shoot the Renaissance down and then really start zoning in on the leveling up rune crafting. It's something we need to spend a lot more time doing, and I think as time goes on, we will definitely be able to do that. Let's kill this Kebbit. That's interesting. You get attack XP when you fight a Kebbit with a pickaxe, but I notice when I kill creatures with my woodcutting axe, I actually don't get any attack XP. I don't get anything except the resources from the creature. So that's a little bit weird, a little bit interesting. But we are going to finish up this Renaissance, and then we're going to go back to our base, go to sleep, pick up all the resources that we got from whatever we got inside of our crafting stations, and we're going to do one final XP update, and then we're going to send you guys on your way. Like I said, this episode was going to be really short and sweet. I wanted to make sure that I covered everything that we've been working on behind the scenes, and that was really ultimately the goal. We're actually running out of ash planks to put inside the kilns, so hopefully we can reach our 4 million XP goal before we run out of ash planks, as then we would have a little bit of a problem, because we would actually have to get a lot more ash planks. But we've got lots of ash logs, so if that actually is something that does happen, then we'll have to go from there. But I think for the most part, we're going to be okay. So I don't actually see any artisan potions, and I don't remember how to make them. So let's go ahead and take a look at that really quick. And it looks like we're just going to need some red berries. I don't think I picked any up, but we've got a little bit extra lying around, so we can make one of those really quick. So we're also out of pots, but I think I actually put some in here. We've got 5. So let's go ahead and drop these here. So yeah, it works so much better when everything's organized and you sort of know where things are. It just sort of helps you play the game differently. So let's go ahead and just do the cooking really quick, since the artisan potions are being made right now. Let's just run through here. Without the walls, it actually makes it a lot more tricky. Some of the resources with walls would stay inside, but because we got rid of the walls, now everything's just sort of shooting off the side. But regardless, it doesn't really matter. So anyway, we got 744 cooking XP, which is atrocious. It's absolutely horrible. But at the same time, I think we're just got to keep working and progressing towards this because it's not going to get easier. It's going to get more challenging. And I think not even necessarily in the aspect of the game itself. I think it's more personal determination and keeping working at your goal. Because at some point, with the lack of content, you've got to have enough to keep pushing you forward. It's ultimately all going to be on you. So if you want to keep progressing in the game and you've sort of got a goal, you have got to be the driving force for it. Because right now it's a little bit difficult. I definitely understand that because there's not enough new content to sort of keep it interesting. But I think that's got to be up to you in how you decide you want to approach the game and how you can make it interesting for yourself. I think setting up goals really helps with that a lot. So we got like another 25,000 artisan XP, which is absolutely ridiculous. And we actually didn't even use all the kilns. So I'll jump inside my personal warehouse really quick here so I can show you. But these are all charcoal right here. And I'm not sure how many slots they got. Those two I just made actually. I made 2 new ones, but the rest of them they got... they do... Well, I guess I just made some more extra as well. These 3 are brand new too. So these all have charcoal though. Every single one of them. So it's quite a bit of charcoal. These are all clay pots. Clay vessels. And then this is our ram horns. And then we've got our bird's nests. And then we've got our animal bones. So we're building up quite a large amount of different things. And then this is all of our ash logs. These are all full. So we're working hard on trying to get more logs. Don't really have a purpose for them. These are actually all bronze shields. And we actually have a little bit more of those too back at our other base that we used to have. These are some weapons, but ultimately we just have so much work we still have to do in the game, just even carrying resources from where our base used to be. But anyway, let's get into our final XP update for the video. We didn't really work on attack, so there's not much to talk about there. Wood cutting 892,235 XP. Let's see, rune crafting 482,581. We did chop a little bit of rune essence. So magic, I think we attacked a creature. So it's like 61,463 XP. Mining, we did a little bit, 4,052,178 XP. Artisan, 3,849,278 XP. We're literally like 151,000 XP away from basically being at our goal of 4 million artisan and cooking 188,157 XP. So we are definitely in range and it's going to happen. We're going to be able to get our 4 million artisan XP and it's going to happen sooner rather than later. We've got lots of resources to make this happen. So ultimately it's just about putting them inside the kilns and getting it done. So I think they're in here, yes. So ultimately, we are going to keep progressing in the game and full speed ahead. So we're going to be making changes to our base once Artisan does reach 4 million, as we're no longer going to need this ridiculous amount of kilns. We're still going to keep a couple because obviously new things are going to come to the game. So we're going to want to be able to sort of explore those different things. But we don't need as many as we have. And I think that 4 million XP is actually going to be more than enough to reach level 99 in Artisan. So anyway, guys, we really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys are enjoying our content in the game. And we plan on making lots and tons more content for the game. So anyway, guys, until next time, Legion out.